Saturday morning, August 20th, 1988. For more than 3 hours now, workers have been transforming the Cupertino High School auditorium stage into a traditional Japanese setting. What they are preparing for is a performance of the ancient art of Kabuki, a highly stylized Japanese drama which incorporates gestures, dances, songs, and elaborate makeup. Bringing this all to you is the Toyokawa Otome Kabuki dance troupe. Watching this traditional dance form is a cultural first for Cupertino and perhaps for all of the United States. For all of the performers in this troupe are female, and Kabuki is traditionally performed by men, even the female roles. But this is just one of many cultural exchanges you are about to see in this program. Throughout this day, you will see customs shared and friendships strengthened between the people of Cupertino and Toyokawa, Japan. And what brings them together is the 10th anniversary celebration of the Cupertino-Toyokawa Sister City program.
Please.
This is the story of Yoshizune, the legendary 12th century warrior of Japan who destroyed the evil ruling family and who was later driven to exile by his resentful half-brother. Because the entire 5-part performance of Yoshizune would take hours to perform, the Toyokawa Otome Kabuki dance troupe has chosen the 4th act, which recounts the journey of Yoshizune's lover, Shizuka Gozen, and his loyal retainer, Tadanobu, as they make their way up to Yoshizune's mountain refuge. Although much of this story incorporates both fantasy and legend, the characters and situations themselves are based on actual historical events. Traditionally, all the roles in Kabuki are performed by males, as to avoid sexual innuendo and public controversy. However, the Toyokawa Otome Kabuki is comprised of 7 teenage girls, ranging from ages 14 to 19. The initial idea of using female performers went beyond unconventionality. Kabuki is an art form steeped in more than 700 years of history. But utilizing women was the only answer to the survival of this ancient art after the severe impact World War II left on Japan's male population. The leader of the Toyokawa Otome Kabuki is Baika Ichikawa. As the instructor of only 2 known female kabuki troupes in Japan, Baika, her stage name, has about 40 students under her tutelage.
First, まず歌舞伎の歴史は、出雲大社のお巫女さんですね、お巫女さんが、寺院の資金集めに始めまして、この出雲の国が歌舞伎をの創始者なんです、でやはり資金集めに際しましていろいろな町に行きまして、演技をしております、そのうちにだんだん演技の方もエスカレートしまして、お客さんに受けるということで、男性の目から見て、エロチックになっていく、そういうような面もありまして政府からこれ禁止されたんです、でそんなところでその後にできましたのが野郎歌舞伎、若衆歌舞伎といいまして、若いマスクの柔らかい男性が歌舞伎を演じるようになったのが現在の歌舞伎に至っているわけです。
At first, there is the shrine called Izumo. It's a very first shrine in Japan, and there were some girls who were baptized there, and this shrine was trying to get some fund from the local people. So the girls who were baptized went all the small towns to perform dancing. It was the original of Kabuki, and so first the women played the roles. All women played the roles, but as the history went on, all the dancers got excited and they showed more, and it became erotic. So the government said that no more erotic dancing. So that they started to use only men who has the delicate face and put the makeup on, and then it's no more erotic, right? So that's the start of using only men for the kabuki dancing. The kabuki costumes are very bright in many colors, so their faces must stand out to match with the costumes, the gorgeousness of the costumes. So they're going to put the makeups very significant and very elaborate, and also that you will see the red lines in the faces as the makeup. That shows the muscles.
あんたはあれよ、忠信だから忠信の水色。まず歌舞伎を通じて、アメリカの皆さんと、心の触れ合いができれば一番最高ではないかなと思っております。
They hope that through kabuki performances, if they can touch the hearts of the people in America and let them understand what we have in Japan, and also to communicate with them through kabuki performances.
Of the 7 members in the troupe, just one plans to pursue a career in Japanese traditional dancing. We'll return to East Meets West, celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Sister City program after this message.
This man will have a heart attack in 20 minutes. At first he'll think it's indigestion, but the pain won't go away. He doesn't want to die. He just hasn't gotten around to the things he's been planning to do. Like lowering his blood pressure and cholesterol, losing weight and exercising instead of passively watching others. Soon he'll catch the end of the game. There'll be no overtime.
You can help prevent heart disease. We can tell you how.
It was a different culture, really super. I really loved it. The people were nice. The people were very, very nice. In fact, Mrs. Hosoi, wife of the gentleman that we stayed with is here now, and she's going to stay with us. And now is our chance to return to her what they have done for us.
The Toyokawa delegation, 73 in all, arrived in the late afternoon of August the 19th at City Hall. There, they were officially welcomed by city representatives and sister city members alike. For some, it was a happy reunion of friendships made only the month before, when a small group of Cupertinans, which included Mayor John Gatto and council members Barbara Koppel and John Plungy, traveled to Japan to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Toyokawa-Cupertino Sister City relationship. As an active member in the Sister City program, as well as one of the principal coordinators in the celebration, John Plungy comments on the importance of keeping this program at the grassroots level.
I think the importance of it is really the importance of the entire program. Sister Cities was started by President Eisenhower, has been supported by every president since, as a people-to-people program that sometimes in the world government gets in the way perhaps of getting some things done. And if people get to know people, as citizens, I think things can progress toward a more peaceful world. We're very pleased to hear that the new mayor, Mayor Tanaka, was very much in support of the program and wants to continue it, and I think we see that with the fact that people will be coming over here, and the fact that we do have 73 coming over. I think where they're ahead of us is I think they know more about us than we know about them. Their study of the language, the fact when they come over here, and we've been told a number of the people coming over will be able to speak English. I can't say the same for us. I've been tackling a little bit of the Japanese and finding it a real challenge. Although I like languages and I've dealt with foreign languages, the Japanese is throwing me right now.
What do you think of the Toyokawa-Cupertino Sister City relationship?
A very good relationship. So luckily we could come here 10th anniversary. If we なんていうの、もしそうでなければ we couldn't come here. So
if it not been for the 10th anniversary, we wouldn't be here.
So very lucky, very happy.
Is the Sister City relationship well known in Toyokawa and celebrated?
Well yes. So many junior high school students want to come here, but just a small number of students can come here, but very well known.
Our daughter was one of the first, out of the first delegation that went to Toyokawa in Japan 4 years ago. And when she came home, her excitement, enthusiasm for the program, and we've hosted many students from around the world, and I think our favorite students have been the ones from Japan. And we're just really excited about the program. I think the highlight of the trip, too, is really staying in the homes with the people and sharing their customs and their hospitality. It's just a great opportunity.
The Sister City program extols the benefits that can be gained from the home life experience. Members on both sides of the Pacific are encouraged to open their doors to share different customs and hospitalities.
We were very fortunate that when we went to Toyokawa, we stayed with Satsuki's family. So when we found out she was coming to Cupertino, we certainly wanted to have her be our guest, and her friend Chio, who we had also met. And Satsuki is 23 years old and a kindergarten teacher, and Chio is also 23 and with a Japanese call an office worker, which to us is a secretary. And we fell in love with each other. I don't know how else to say it. It was a real sincere greeting. It really was. They're very special. The whole family was. In fact, that trip was the most unique experience of my husband's in my life.
With only a weekend to themselves and a full itinerary prepared for the following day, time was the predominant enemy. For this reason, plans were kept relatively close to home, yet interesting.
Tonight we're going to take them to a pizza house. I've got everything set up. Then I'm going to take them up in the hills and let them overlook the valley at night and see what it's like. And then we're going to ride around and I'll show them some of the different areas, San Jose and our area.
What have you done so far since you arrived here in this country?
What I have done first, I went to the drugstore with Nancy and bought popcorn.
And that's very good, an American custom there, obviously. What else are you planning to do in the remaining time that you're going to be here?
日本にお帰りになる前にどういうことしたいと思ってますか？
Nancy told me to take us to Stanford University, so I'm very looking forward to going there.
We sang after dinner last night, and one of our guests brought a tape recorder and tape. He had music in a little notebook. He had a very nice voice, but he asked all of us to sing. And we went to the redwoods. They were anxious to see the redwood trees.
これからは一応観光とショッピングと
sightseeing and shopping.
Thank you very much, and enjoy your trip here. We'll be back with more East Meets West in a moment. I guess we could go one other.
I worked very hard. Let me tell you, I made a lot of sacrifices, trying to be as good as I could be. And I did not want to do anything that was going to short-circuit that. Drinking, drugs, it doesn't make sense. I knew that they were counter to what I was working for. It just doesn't make sense.
We all have dreams, don't we?
And we have to work hard to make them happen.
You can prepare for your future.
Keep your choices open.
And your dreams alive.
But you got to be ready.
If you want to get out of the streets, you got to learn how to read, you got to learn how to write and add and subtract and multiply, and you really got to know how to do it. And as long as you're at it, might as well take the courses required for college.
So finish your education.
Finish high school. College is for you. Hey, I'm going.
And only you can make it happen. Thank you. For more information, contact your local school counselor. This has been a public service announcement from the California State University.
So get on it!
I believe that there is a tremendous room for a bridge of understanding, better communication of Buddhist religion, of the Japanese people, and also the Japanese American people.
Reverend Laverne Senyo Sasaki is the 26th consecutive Buddhist minister in his family. Although his roots can be traced back to his family temple in Fukui, Japan, Reverend Sasaki is a third-generation Japanese American, or a sansei.
I feel that it's very important for a Buddhist minister to be involved in a community, because even if we think that Buddhism is well known, really I don't think it is that well known in the community.
In recognition of a decade of friendship between the two cities, a most auspicious gift exchange took place. From Toyokawa, Cupertino received 2 prominent stone lanterns which were placed in Memorial Park. Lanterns possessed a great deal of symbolic value in Japan. Reverend Sasaki was asked to bless these hand-carved monuments at Memorial Park.
Stone lantern is the symbol of wisdom in Buddhism. Symbol of wisdom, the light, and referring to the Buddhist ideal of enlightenment, or sometimes called Nihang in Japanese, or Satori. We have the Buddhist ideal of enlightenment commemorated both indoors in the altar, that's interior, and also the stone lantern that is found in the garden that decorates the Japanese garden with the symbol of wisdom is found not only in the building, but all over, whether it's outdoors or indoors. So it's a very symbolical Buddhist expression of symbol of wisdom and enlightenment.
Certainly overwhelmed by Toyokawa's display of generosity, but not to be outdone, was the city of Cupertino. With help from some Toyokawa officials, Cupertino reciprocated with a gift of matched symbolic value.
We talked with the Japanese and said, that was very fine, and is there something that we could give to them? And that's when they came up with the suggestion they would really like to have our morion, the helmet. And then as we talked with them, we found out that they could use one the same size as the one we have, because they are building a sports and cultural center, and this will be at the end of the plaza fronting that, so it will be a very prominent place in town, and the fact that they are very proud of their relationship with Cupertino.
We went there because our city donated the morion, a duplicate of our helmet, and myself and Ron Silva constructed one, and I went there to put it together for them. To build it here took us about 3 weeks. With the help that the Japanese people gave us, it only took us a day and a half to put it together. They were really super.
We'll continue with scenes of a traditional American pastime, the barbecue, along with a real Western shootout and square dance when East Meets West continues.
After this joyride, I'm out of the crash dummy business for good.
But Vince, it's a great job. Heck, they'd have to pry me away from it.
Anybody home? Larry, they do pry you away from it.
Oh, yeah.
For years, I've been eating steering wheels. For what?
To prove how safety belts save lives.
But thousands die every year in car accidents because they don't buckle up.
Vince, we're dummies. We don't wear safety belts.
Larry, you really know how to hurt a guy. Hit it!
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
A barbecue, American food. What do you think of American food?
Very delicious, but the amount is very big enough too much for us. So very delicious, but very
a lot of food. How does this compare to Japanese food that you would normally eat?
Yeah, Japanese dishes. The amount is very rather small, and many dishes. This is just one plate, but わかりますか? Many dishes. So this is very informal but good. Good way.
Now you cut it out! Let's go get sandwich. What? Cut
This time when you go in 4 steps, I want to hear a cowboy yell. Go in 4 steps. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there it is. In the back right up. Circle to the left, go round. Left to the left, keep going down. Now stop right there and face your partner. Do a do-sa-do with the partner. Back to back and around you go. All right.
This is the first time really that I have had any contact with people from Japan. My parents are both from Japan, and I've always wanted to know about Japan more. And when we went there, we were so impressed, not only with just the beauty of Japan, but the cleanliness, and they were stressing how safe it is, what a safe society it is there. And everyone there is working so hard, very efficient people, hardworking, efficient people. And I was very proud, really, just when I came back, that our roots are over there in Japan.
Stay tuned for closing remarks after this message.
Kermit the Frog here with some experts on clean air.
Air pollution is easy to overlook.
Even from up here.
I don't get it.
Even though you can't see air pollution, it's still harmful.
Oh.
We the people
must mount a campaign right to Washington.
Huh, me?
To find out what you can do about air pollution, write to Kermit, National Wildlife Federation, Washington, D.C. 20036.
We care about clean air. Bully!
Since its inception 10 years ago, the Sister City program has continued its goal of fostering positive multicultural interaction and understanding among its members in both Toyokawa and Cupertino. And it goes without saying that those who utilize the program to its fullest find themselves also the most enriched by it.
The philosophy behind the People-to-People program, our President Eisenhower, is to establish better understanding and better communication. And I really truly believe that it's very important to have established and establish further the U.S.-Japan or U.S.-Asia or all international countries better communication, and for the sake of harmony.
Everything was good. I liked the Tower of Tokyo. I liked the old temple in Toyokawa, and everything was great. It was just something different, something I've never seen before.
I enjoyed it very much. This is my first experience to visit foreign countries, so I enjoyed very much. I'm enjoying.
Had I have not been on council, would I have gotten involved? I'm not sure. But I really recommend this to people. It's just a wonderful experience, and I hope that more will share their homes with him.
When I was over there, I visited a classroom. In fact, our entire group did, and it was kind of interesting because I'm a teacher myself, and I teach history and the like. And they pointed out a lesson to us. They showed, and I know if any of us can recall, maps that we see here in the United States will always have the United States in the center, with the rest of the world either to the left or right, east or west or the east. Well, they pulled down a map to show me that they had, which showed Japan in the center with the rest of the world around them. And I think sometimes we all look at the world from our own perspective, which is sort of natural, and sort of think we are the center. I think the Sister City program says, yes, you may be the center, but other people have their centers as well. And we can work and live together, but we have to work at it.
Okay.
And now, here are a few personal goodbyes to our friends in Toyokawa.
私はアメリカの、3代目の開教師、本願寺の開教師でありますが、私の、日本語で皆様聞き苦しいかもしれませんが、皆様、私はアメリカ育ちの日系人でございまして、3代目の、ボンさんであります。私は、アメリカの大学をアメリカで生まれ、アメリカのスタクトンというところで生まれ、そしてアメリカの大学卒業いたしましてから、ちょうど昭和28年から昭和33年、東京大学の大学院において、私は文学部インド哲学科において日本仏教の専門研究いたし、特に卒業論文として往生要集、原神創図、天台宗のお坊さんの私たち浄土真宗の七構想の6番目の、構想である原神創図の、大事な往生要旨を、英訳させていただき、研究させていただき、それをまた今アメリカにおいて、アメリカという国はいろいろな宗教のある国であります。キリスト教国でありながら、仏教もいろいろとアメリカで普及されてあります。浄土真宗だけではなく、チベット仏教、シナ仏教、禅宗などがアメリカの白人の中においてもいろいろと関心を持たれ、関心だけではなく信者が多くおります。私たちの西本願寺の教団にアメリカにおいても白人の開教師が 4,5 人おります。そういうようにして私もこういう社会においてこういう姉妹都市関係だろうが仏教徒として日米親善のために私は一生を尽くすつもりでこのようにして姉妹都市豊川の皆様とキューパティーノの皆様のこの姉妹都市の10周記念のに出席させていただいている次第でございます。聞き苦しい日本語でありましたが、一応皆様どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
They've been delightful guests, and it's been a great pleasure and honor knowing them. They've been enthusiastic and very, very gracious.
I really can't speak Japanese, but I would like to say hello to all our friends. We've entertained a lot of Toyokawa people, and my husband John and I would like to say hello, and please come back again.
They are very welcome in my home. I think they're having a good time. I certainly wish that we could speak Japanese. All I know is arigato and wasu wasu. That's it. But I feel we'll see them again. I really do.
Well, thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your stay here. Okay. Bye.